Hello, welcome. Almost there, you guys. Almost summer break. School's out. Almost. Last thing. Once you have your image, do something with it. It's really the last thing you have to do. Yeah, found an image of a place that you care about, uh, regardless of your rationales. If it's a place you want to preserve in your memory, you decided to paint it. An aspiration, a place you've always desired to go to, so you want to paint it, or who you are as as a person, excuse me, on paper. So you want to paint it, you want to honor it. Before I get going with that, there's two. I'll get into some student paintings. This is painted by Axel Martinez. This was handled very well. The it's a nice kind of take on his take on Mexico. It looks like so he's documenting. Sorry, dogs. All right, documenting the Latinx experience. What it means to be Latino for Axel. All right, you guys are okay. Hey, it's okay. People can walk. Sorry. So this one also, it's memory culture. It's in Jordan, one of the UNESCO World Heritage sites for sure. Quiet. Yeah, so kind of an interesting painting from Jordan. Pretty interesting take. Anyways, after you get into your image of once you have your image of place, the first decision you'll have to make is, am I going to make this realistic artwork and go more traditional route? This is exactly what I've done on this painting of Colorado. This is a study that I did with my kids. I have family in Colorado. We've been to Colorado several times. Myself, my kids, really like going. Mostly I'm used to seeing a flat horizon line, so seeing mountains is incredibly interesting to me. So this traditional painting of Colorado, same, just executed by my 6-year-old. So a little different. Working from imagery. This is my 4-year-old. Pretty good son. But yeah, traditional approach to watercolor painting, and taking it more a traditional route. If you have watercolor paint, that's what I would recommend using. After you draw your image, start adding color, start filling it with color. Color is one of the most instantaneous ways to build mood to a piece, to create messages, capture feelings. Yeah, and the other approach would be more of a Zentangle route. This was also something I painted. So only half of it I started adding like Zentangle detail, just so you see and kind of get a feel for the difference. The realism, I could punch up more realism if that was the direction I wanted to take it. Detail, I could keep adding the pattern and repetition of Zentangle all over if that was the direction I wanted to take it. But yeah, and if you're getting into Zentangle, think about what you're doing. This is a tree, so a lot of the texture I created was tree trunk-like. The leaves, I ended up going with this, and I started thinking scales, and I started foreground versus background. I wanted to make the scales get bigger as they progressively got closer to the viewer, so that it would look like parts of the tree are receding. So I wanted to do that. The mountains, all I was thinking of is rocks. So I knew I didn't want to draw a bunch of rocks on it. So like a rock, the famous Bob Seger song and motto that Chevy took for their trucks. The Chevy logo kind of breaking apart in two areas. I have a Ram um, built for Dodge. But most trucks pride themselves on being um, as thick as a rock, indestructible, are kind of the legacy of the truck. And then, coming out of like the roots, I wanted to have something about leaves. So there's leaves in here. And then there's the circles are suns, the hearts are love. I I love nature, but, and irregardless, I'm thinking about what I want to honor and kind of using Zentangle to help, I don't know, create the narrative that I'm going for, create the idea I'm going for. Um, you could stay more traditional if you want, or you could take more of a Zentangle approach if you'd like. I'm going to show you one more thing and then turn you loose for the day. So this is a presentation I showed you already. I'm going to move this up, make it a little bit easier to see. Where we're honoring at least first Disney World. Jenica kind of did more of a cultural take with this honoring her Native American descent. Good silhouette painting from Grace. Also reminds me of Colorado. I forgot what Patrick said. Painting from New Orleans by Lana. And then this was turned in. This was the first working with place submission I got. Her name's at the bottom, Atiana, obviously. But yeah, it was this was handled very well, and it kind of. I'm not too sure if she was going for realism initially. At some point, she said she had a mistake, and she didn't want to start over, so she just embraced the mistake, went with it. And in comments, when I responded back, I said it kind of took on like the stained glass sort of feel to it, and had a very interesting sort of holy tree, so to speak, so to feel, because of the stained glass feel to it. Or it could be the multiple colors. The tree could be a symbol of diversity. Could mean a lot of different things. But either way, she found an image and she turned it in. That's really about it. If you guys have any questions for me, email me. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'd love to see you guys. I hope this message finds you well. Hope you guys are doing good. And I hope you enjoy your summer. This is the last project, so just try to get some imagery to me. If it's not going to be this working with place, I've also given you a matrix, all projects that I've proposed during this remote learning period. It's just important to give me something. Multiple things are better, but it's getting to a point where a lot of you just have to prove that you're doing stuff. Anyways, I hope this message finds you well. You guys take care of yourselves. If you have any questions, email me again. Okay, bye-bye. Adios.